The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
What's up? More Superman photos that came out today from the set of Superman, James Gunn's Superman. What's up, guys? AWA Air Order. What's up? Hope we're all doing good. This beautiful set. Actually, where I am, it was raining today, but it's actually beautiful sunset now. But I hope you're all having a good Tuesday wherever you are. Welcome, guys. We're gonna talk Superman. And what did I get in my phone? Oh, people are fighting in a video. Uh, oh my God. Sorry. No. I'm sorry. Oh, look at these babies. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Just checking a reply on a video I made. No, a stream I made yesterday on my other channel, and it's really, really annoying. There's a fight going on. A fight. What's up, guys? What's up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I apologize in advance. I am truly sorry. Well, all right, man. Who else? Did I forget to send the link to? Okay, I'm gonna let you know. I don't know if Blinded's in the chat yet, but Blinded, I'm gonna let you know. Blinded has a lot to say, so when he comes on, please let him say what he has to say, please. His thoughts, his ideas, please. It's enough with this Joe Henry shit. This is not wrestling. I'm sorry, Jianong. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's annoying right now. This is not wrestling, okay? You're a mark. I'm sorry. Get over. This is not wrestling. This is pop culture. Okay? Please. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's like, no, that's what make people hate these wrestlers. It's that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was a fan of Smallville. Some of it. Yeah. I don't. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Also, there's a major photo leak. That's may not. Might reveal some characters that were not announced or cast or announced to be in the movie. So on this stream, I'm gonna put a warning label, a warning banner, whatever, let you know. And it's warning spoilers, let you know when we talk about that, because it's very it's not part of the promotional leaks or whatever. This one is an actual leak, not from an actual leak. So please be careful. Okay? And we're gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best in a respectful way. If you don't want to see it, fine. I'll warn you. Fine, you don't have to see it. That's fine. Did I? I'm. I told both of you to stop. Okay, stop. And you both of you are not listening. Just don't comment back. What? Okay, don't comment back at him, and just ignore him. Right? And Red, if you're listening, just ignore John Ong too, please. I'm not. I don't want to Acolyte's over. Oh man, I'll watch Acolyte after, buddy. If you're listening. All right. I forgot to get that leak. We'll do that leak after. I know Blind wants to come on. Come on, Blinded, buddy. All right. Now, yeah, Red. You gotta know something about Red. Red is joke. He's 95% jokes. 95 to 98% jokes. He takes things so seriously. All right. Don't let him go. Don't let him go to you. Okay. I need blinded. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got blinded. Man, I was waiting
What's
for.
up?
What's up? Because I'm gonna let you have some of the floor today. Then
Yeah,
I'll get up some theories. We are gonna talk about that potential leak picture. I'm just gonna warn people that it's not an official leak leak.
yeah, that potentially might be a spoiler. We'll get
We're
into
gonna
it.
be careful. Yeah, we'll be careful around it. I have a warning banner.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I mean it is out there. I don't think it's a major spoiler. Because I mean, yeah, if it was a major spoiler, I don't think they would have shot this outside.
No. Look. I the grassy on the stream yesterday.
What's up, George?
If you're gonna shoot if you're gonna shoot a movie outside, and you're gonna be near neighborhoods
Hmm.
or whatever, there's a good chance a regular person, civilians, might take a picture.
Yeah, yeah. There's no. I highly doubt that this. They're freaking out and being like, "Oh my God, a major spoiler got
Okay,
out."
here's the thing. I'm not gonna say the name. We'll get to it later. James Gunn might as well just come out and say, yeah, he's in it.
I don't think he will.
I know.
The what? Put in the private tab. What character you're talking about? Because yeah, there's.
Might as well announce he's in it.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, you were
Not the
telling
other
me he
two. Not the
was.
other ones. The other ones are confirmed.
Yeah, the other ones are
Yeah.
well,
Well, except the other one, not the one I mentioned in the
yeah,
chat. The one.
yeah. The one that you mentioned in the chat, I'm not. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't mention it. I mean, I don't think that's a big spoiler anyway because I think people are surprised, but I'm not that surprised that this character's in there. Because
I'm
this is,
sorry.
I mean, this
Since you're
character is
talking, I
coming up.
just have to moderate the chat right now.
Oh, what happened?
Jen and Red are kind of like fighting, and this happened from a wrestling stream yesterday. It's carry on from the wrestling stream yesterday. God, I just continue talking.
Oh,
I'm
geez,
sorry,
what the
guys. I'm
heck?
sorry.
Yo, do you want me to take any executive action if it gets out of hand?
Yes, please.
Yeah, if people are using
DUI detention with
slurs.
Clark and Lex being a couple. What the hell? Are you, Jenong? What? I'm sorry. WTF? What the fuck?
No, what? Which
Oh, you're
characters? We're gonna get into the characters, but
yeah. I think the grassy said you might join later, and we're gonna get to it later actually. So we'll tell you then.
yeah,
But I mean, but here's the thing: like people bring up the tweet about what Gunn said about villains. He never said. I feel like he never said there weren't going to be other villains. He basically just said who the main villain is.
yeah. I
You
still
know,
don't think we know who the. I mean, I mean, the main villain is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but he never
But
said that.
I,
He never said there weren't any secondary villains. Like he never said there were
yeah.
or there wasn't. So for people to say James Gunn was lying, I feel like that's stretching him. And here's the thing: even if he lied, guess what? Andrew Garfield lied a few years ago. What's the big deal? People will
Well,
lie
here's the thing:
to prevent spoilers.
people are pointing out that James Gunn lied about this character not being in the movie, or a rumor about this character. He did not lie. He pretty much did the confirm or deny. He's like, I can't confirm or deny. Not verbatim, but
Yeah,
that's pretty much what he was saying. And we even said when that rumor was going around after he made a comment about it, or at least I did. I said, well, I believe the rumor because why would he word it this way? Again, we'll get into that. We try to
I'll say
keep it as
this
it's
vague
much.
as
just
possible.
I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people stretching thin to criticize things lately. So it's just
Well, I do have one piece of criticism about Clark Kent,
Probably
although
not.
it's very minor. And like I
but
said, we
Probably.
haven't seen this in motion, so you know,
yeah, no, that's fine. But I mean, like people are making like or making over dramatic statements. I know
yeah.
you
You
don't.
mean this? You mean this guy?
This guy, oh
Oh
man,
my goodness, Robert Rotzi!
oh man.
It's Robbie.
I mean, look,
He,
look,
Listen,
Robert, and look. I mean,
listen.
that's the wrong one.
As
I
much
mean,
as I did, listen. As much as
it's
I
him on
dislike that,
steroids, Jack.
as much as I
oh
dislike
man.
Dan Schneider as a person, one thing I can't deny, he did have some memorable characters in his shows, and Robbie was one of them. The guy with the
So,
puppet.
oh, you might as well pull
Yeah.
up this picture. We might as well start
Which
here
one? The Clark Kent
with
one?
the Clark Kent,
You know what I
since
named the
this is the
overlay?
new
You know what I
one.
named the picture? When I saved it, I named it Nerd.
Nerd. Oh man, I keep switching. Oops.
Yeah, he has kind of like yeah, he doesn't have curly hair,
It
but
looks
he
like he's got a perm on, or they got a
perm,
wig.
yeah. He
Yeah,
curly hair or perm because
because I don't think this is his hair.
it's a wig.
It's a wig. It looks like a wig, especially when you look at his sideburns. It's looking like a wig to
Yeah,
me.
those sideburns are.
Yeah, because the hair that we saw yesterday,
It
this
looks
one
like
has. This looks like this is not volume. This looks like
this
there's
guy. He's
lots of
wearing
hair on there.
glasses, but he needs to get a haircut, man. Otherwise, the hair is gonna block his
Yeah, I don't
face.
mind the hair. I don't mind that. I mean, because this is what I was. I saw a little perp stream
The
where
new Luther
everybody
does
was
not
talking
have
about
hair.
this.
The new Luther does not have hair because we
Yeah,
saw Nicholas Hoult.
yeah. We haven't seen him just yet, but
Well, we've
we
seen
know he's
pictures of
bald.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've seen pictures of him when the cast took
right.
a cast picture together, set picture together, and we saw him bald. So
Yeah,
he does not have hair.
yeah. He doesn't have hair.
Toupee.
My critique here, and this is a critique, I guess. Maybe you could say this is a nitpick, but I feel like the biggest problem is uh, I don't think he's that big enough for Superman, and I think that has to do with his height. Because when you're this tall, it's hard to really put on a big set of muscle. I mean, Henry Cavill, I think, is 5'11", so that checks out. Like he's able to put out a lot of muscle on. There's like a good spot to put on muscle, like where you're tall enough, but you're not. Like people who are typically shorter can put on a lot of muscle because they have smaller joint, or how would you phrase this? Their legs and their arms are shorter than someone who's
Oh,
taller, right?
yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That's why like people who are shorter, they could probably lift heavier because, they don't have a lot to travel with. And here I feel like he's kind of maybe a little too lean.
I think
Like I think Superman needs to be kind of
I mean, it's
a
not.
lot
I
bigger.
mean, it's kind of an close picture. I mean, we gotta need a
Because I
zoom out
think I
picture.
think because this is what they were arguing over Lil Perp stream, right? I feel like the All Star Superman Clark Kent, where he looks like you actually don't know if he's jacked or if he's fat. That's one thing that I do like
Right.
about that Clark Kent, and that is it's actually kind of hard to tell if someone is jacked or fat if they are very big.
I don't need
Um,
Superman to be super overly jacked.
But Superman is kind of supposed to be like a muscle, like
I know,
back
but
when he first was created, he was
when
like
you say
what do you
when you
call
see
those
when you
strongmen?
see
Those strongmen
Supergirl,
type.
Supergirl is not doesn't it was never you don't see Supergirl jacked at all, lift heavy things. I mean, kind of makes Superman look being jacked obsolete.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what I say. This is like a very minor nitpick because I know this is not something that's in modern interpretations, and
Yeah,
I just think he doesn't look
I mean
that big
Zod
in
you never
comparison.
Zod look jacked. He like
Yeah, Zod. I mean, Henry Cavill looked really jacked too. He looked
I
really
know.
big.
They only make Superman look jacked, but they don't make a lot of the other Kryptonians look jacked in the comics, right? Zod never
Yeah.
looks jacked.
Well, certain characters like their physique. I mean, in the comics, like it really depends on the artist too. Like sometimes they just make them all look jacked, but
Yeah,
here I feel
I
like
mean they make the heroes even the not with non-powers look jacked all the time
like
too.
pull up the picture of him as Superman. Like I didn't have this criticism when I
Oh, I think I
first
deleted that.
yesterday until I saw this
Oh,
picture and
maybe
I'm
I did.
like, "Oh, his body type is looking very similar
Let me see
in this
here.
suit." Like
Look,
it's
I mean, the idea of Superman looking jacked or whatever. Okay, yeah, but in the comics they do that for the non-powered heroes too. So they
yeah,
make them
I was
overly
just saying
jacked,
the
not physically. They make them jacked like it's not
like
physically to be
All-Star
that jacked.
Superman I think has the best concept of Clark Kent versus Superman where his body we I'm gonna well I'm on my phone, but there's a picture of you could see like the sketches and you could tell like Clark Kent when he slumps over, his shoulders are in more and it makes him look it makes it look like he's not you know, like he doesn't have a strong back. So it makes him kind of look like he's fat, right? He's like, oh, he's hunched in,
Fat Man, right?
right?
That's Kevin Smith.
But that's Kevin Smith. But
Look,
yeah, that's my only criticism is yeah, the build of him as someone I mean, yeah, I go to the gym, I like, you know, fitness and stuff like that. You could kind of tell. You could kind of tell. Like here again, he looks more lean
Statistics
to
are
me.
yeah, he does look more lean.
He looks
Maybe
more
it's
lean. I think what they need to do was maybe make his shoulders look a little bit broader. That's kind of my criticism. You know, it seems kind of like all I don't know. It makes him look very like people are saying it's like baggy on him. I don't really get that. I could see like yeah the fabric, but most of
I'm
the time they remove that. But like his arms and his chest, like he's not as big
well,
looking compared to Henry
people
Cavill.
no, well, people don't want him. People don't want Superman. Well, they don't want him wear a muscle
Yeah, they
suit.
don't. Well, I'm saying the actor could have been jacked, but I think that has to do with his height. He's
Well,
really
we
tall.
know the actor did work out, and we know he put on some muscle.
Yeah, but he
This
didn't like someone who's really tall and put on a lot of muscles like Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is like 6'3". He's pretty big for his size. Most people when you start to get that tall, you become more your body is more there's like a different body type, right? But you're going to be very narrow.
Chris
Um
Hemsworth,
at least at least
yeah,
most people, right?
Chris Hemsworth, he does get jacked for Thor, but when his other roles, he tends to do more cardio, to get rid of some of that muscle. He's not like he doesn't put on fat, but you can see him in other roles where he does get leaner.
Yeah.
Uh, but he's in his 40s. I mean, it's when you're in your actor. I mean, like Chris Hemsworth's now in his 40s. Hugh Jackman's in his 50s. It's
Cavill had
harder now, right?
padding on, but if you actually look at him as well, that's what I'm saying. Some people, I don't think they're looking
Yeah,
at the training and stuff. That guy
yeah.
has massive shoulders compared to this guy. And again, I mean there is a massive
David's
height difference too.
David's 6.65.
He's 6'4". He's
Oh,
6'4".
6'4".
Well, I
Oh,
just said all this. I just said
he's taller than
Cavill is
Superman in
like
the comics.
5'11" and this guy's like 6'4".
He's taller than Superman in the comics.
Superman
Superman's six.
sometimes is 6'4". Sometimes he's 6'5". Sometimes
Yeah,
it really I mean yeah, with the actors, you know, most people again.
I mean,
But Henry Cavill, again, like there's no. If we pull a picture of Henry Cavill
this is.
working out
I
for
just.
Superman, he looks way
Uh,
bigger than this
I could
guy.
just see Lois Lane making fun of Clark Kent so much with that hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the hair and the everything is fine. But yeah, That was only my minor, because like I said, that doesn't
And
really matter
I
that
told
much.
you, I told you guys when we were watching some of the clips yesterday. Lois Lane was in the
Eh,
clips. She was in the purple.
he looks about 6'4", man. Some of these people, like The Rock, he says he's 6'4". He's not 6'4". He's 6'2".
The Rock, The
Yeah.
Rock. He's
The Rock.
And when you see him stand next to other people, you can kind of gauge too if you know. But if he says he's six, if the trainer says he's 6'5", I mean you can believe it. But most of the time they like to always inflate
some
it. Like they
people make
say
his
Henry
height already
Cavill's
too high.
6'1". Henry Cavill's not 6'1".
No, The Rock is built at 6'5". That's a wrestling thing. They're always built.
Well,
That's what
all
he's
these
built.
actors they say their height is like a couple
Yeah.
of inches taller. Like Chris Evans is not 6'1". Chris Evans is like
Well,
5'11".
that's because comic books is unrealistic. You're setting unrealistic
Well, it's like that for
precedents.
movies. I
Yeah.
mean, do you remember because this was this I think James Gunn was involved with this controversy. The guy who plays Black Bolt, he says he's 6 feet. He's
Has been
not six
announced.
feet. Yes,
Has-
he says he's 6 feet. He's not 6 feet, and that like cost him a role. And I think James Gunn was involved with this spat. It was on Twitter because he was like, "I'm 6 feet," and then James Gunn, I think, like threw some shade at him without mentioning him, where it's like some
Oh,
Oof.
actors. Yeah, it was like this back and forth. I can't remember. It's been a while ago, but yeah,
yeah.
actors lie about their heights all the time. So that's why I say I wouldn't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
more
nitpicking.
nitpicky stuffy. Well, I literally just said to begin this is nitpicky stuff because I'm into this stuff. I like fitness. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you do.
and I'm a pretty big guy. So yeah, not as big as him though. Fuck.
You're pretty jacked.
But
Yeah,
but
you're up
but
for the
like
role for Mr. Terrific.
but blinded in comparison to how people are acting,
Oh,
your nitpick is really a nothing burger. I mean,
Yeah,
oh,
this is a
not
nothing
saying
burger.
not saying that there's no concern because
Like I
obviously
said, this nitpick only came when I saw the
remember,
Clark Kents, and
I
then I
mean
was like, oh,
remember
uh,
the Gracie Kent
I mean it's
shorty?
understandable because you obviously want Superman to be like the right height,
Hey, guys,
the right
guys.
build, but
yeah.
at the
Remember
same
Gracie?
time it's like that's actually more of a genuine concern compared to what people have been whining about the last couple days.
Grace Randolph's take was also
You saw? Oh,
weird.
I don't know if you saw that,
Oh
George,
my
but
goodness!
Yeah.
I ignore anything Grace Randolph nowadays.
with
I'm
sexy
sorry.
Mr.
I,
Terrific.
I'm sorry. Listen, I probably dislike that woman more than Charles Barkley dislikes Skip Bayless. I'm not wishing
Sexy Mr. Terrific.
I'm not wishing ill will towards her, but I feel like movie talk would be a hell of a lot better if she just quit. I'm sorry.
Damn.
It's just she
Sexy,
adds nothing. She adds nothing. I'm sorry. She just adds nothing.
sexy Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, she was like very heavy on the she was kind of doing what I was doing, to be honest though. Talking about like the more of the costuming stuff. The costumes I don't really have a problem with. I like
Yes,
Mr.
same.
Terrific the most because he looks the most comic book accurate, like
That look,
the
his
jacket and
costume
everything.
looks really good.
Yeah. Like I can't wait to see the T spears, Jesus.
This is
You know, his
true. I
little
mean,
orbs that he has that he controls. But
this is,
yeah, his looked the most interesting.
that's sexy Mr. Terrific.
I'm kind of curious to see what Green Lantern and Hawk Girl looks like because they're also in this movie too.
The thing is, when we saw the actress for Hawkgirl, and we're gonna see her in The Last of Us, we might see her in
Yeah.
Last of Us before Superman.
And she's really short.
And did that Grassy? No off tangent here. Last of Us, the second game, might end up being 3 seasons.
Yeah. Also, speaking of that show, I mean, this is a tangent, but yeah, I think it was a mistake with Bella. She looks really way too young to be
Mm.
uh,
Oh yeah, because it takes
an
5 years
older Ellie.
after. It takes
Yeah.
5 years after, right? Oh yeah. So yeah. So it's about Merced, who's in Last of Us. We obviously saw her, Madam Rev. We know she
Hmm.
doesn't know she's not. I mean, I'm not actually going to be Jack. Like I'm not asking, right? But I'm concerned because
Right.
she's not overly that big, right? I mean, I'm not asking, but like I'm wanting to see how
Wait, who are you talking about exactly?
Isabel
The
Merced, who's gonna be Hawk Girl
Oh
from
yeah,
Random
she's
Rap. I
yeah,
hope
like I
she does
said,
put on
she's
some
really
muscle.
small. She's
Yeah,
like 5'1". That's pretty
the thing
tiny.
is, I hope she does put on some muscle or some like I'm like lean, like how female actresses get for these kind of roles,
Yeah,
superhero
you
roles.
notice the
Because
female actors when they do this stuff, they're like way more lean. They don't actually really
yeah,
have a lot of
it's
muscle
because but
compared
the
to the
thing
guy.
is, like Hawk Girl is supposed to be a jacked character because she's a warrior. Hawk
Yeah, but
Girl, Hawk.
they're gonna make her look like very lean looking. That's
Yeah,
what they always do.
you see with Elvis Hodges, Hawkman, right? And yeah,
Hmm.
that's a male, but he looked like perfect for Hawkman because he looked
Yeah, he
strong
looked
enough.
jacked.
Yeah.
There's some people, yeah, that's what I mean. Some people I feel like they're committed, they could do it, and they fit in that perfect range of putting on
Yes.
muscle. Because if you go and look, because I've watched some of these videos too, where the trainers are talking about like putting on muscle, and for a lot of people it is hard. Putting on muscle does like it takes a very long time, and that's why
Yes, it
people
does.
need to understand that they are using gear 100%. Anybody who tells you otherwise, they have
Oh
no
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
clue what
yeah.
they're
Oh
talking
yeah.
about.
I mean, it's not like you're
Because we
playing
talked about
sport.
this multiple times before. This is how most of
The
these
third
actors
one.
are able to get in shape
That's a
and put
waste.
on muscle.
That's yeah. I mean, like it's. I mean, they're not in sports where it's illegal.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty
But the
sure.
thing is, they try to sell it like this actor got in shape, and it's
I
like,
know.
no, they
They
got
don't
in
have
shape
a.
for a job.
They don't have a testing. They don't have a testing program in Hollywood, man. It's okay to get away with it.
Yeah.
Because you
I
know
mean,
how many people.
it's
You know how many
still
people
not
get
great
busted.
though. Yeah, people get busted, but it's not a great uh
No, overall,
for
no.
health reasons,
Overall, yeah, for sure. Let's go to
especially for these actors if they're going to be doing this long term.
Kendra Saunders. Oh yeah, Kendra Saunders. The actress who played Kendra Saunders in Legends of Tomorrow looks bigger than Isabel Merced. No offense.
Yeah.
Uh, Um,
I
here's
mean, it's supposed
Lois.
yeah, with her, a lot of people are pointing out she looks like the animated series.
Yeah, exactly with the purple button
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I don't mind her. She looks like Lois. You know, like once you see it, you're like, yeah, that's Lois Lane.
I I
Especially
told you,
compared to what's her name?
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is to me. This is definitely closer to Lois than Amy Adams. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, she has a long. Yeah, this like the Amy Adams Lois. I mean, Amy Adams is a great actress, but I felt she was misused in the Snyderverse.
She was.
I mean, I felt like she wasn't. I thought she was too much of a lovesick puppy. Obviously, because
Mm,
and I felt like I don't feel like she had that much chemistry with Cavill.
yeah.
Okay, and I felt the relationship was forced too, really, really forced.
Yeah. She didn't look like Lois Lane, and she didn't look like
No, she didn't,
that interested in him, to be honest.
and she did not act like Lois Lane. What
Yeah.
she kind of did with the way that she was about getting down to the truth. Yeah, that's Lois Lane, but Lois Lane could be funny too, and she could be sarcasm. She didn't act like that, you know. Uh, like, with Rachel here, yeah, I feel like this is yeah, I feel with you guys. This is more to the classic Lois Lane look, and the hair is actually. I don't even think Amy Adams' hair was the
No,
Lois
her
Lane's.
hair was like red.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah, so they made sure she had dark hair here. And you know
Hmm.
what? Her face looks more like Lois, and that's the actress. Obviously, the actor you can't do anything about that unless you have plastic surgery, or whatever. But she looks more like Lois with the face than Amy Adams
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, she looks. I mean, I'm curious about her performance. I think that's more
Yeah, yeah.
where we're gonna have to see. And she is a good actress, so I think she is gonna pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious about how involved she is with the story because it does seem like, I mean, he
Oh,
did
she
cast
is
like pretty
involved.
much. Yeah, I think well, I mean, how involved is she with in the story? because that's gonna be the part that I find interesting. Because Lois Lane in the last couple of movies, even though she was involved, I always felt like, she was involved because it was like, she's like figuring out the mystery of all these different things happening, like in BVS and stuff. But
But it's like, are these
eh,
mysteries ever addressed again?
no,
That's what I mean. It's like she's doing the journalistic job, but it's never like a key plot point. It's like they just need her to do something
yeah,
for her to make sense of being in this movie or in that
yeah, and
movie.
being the love interest, that's pretty much it. But let's hoping that changes. And I mean, the
Well, it's
rumor
not.
is that there is some type of mystery going on, which
Of course, sure. I mean, they're
I think it's
investigative
becoming clear now
reporters.
with these pictures.
They're investigative reporters. That's their job,
Yeah,
right? To get to the truth, to investigate and get to the truth. And you know,
yeah,
Lois, she's not one of those scumsy reporters who, reports on anything, makes BS stuff up. She's dedicated and truthful, right? Like that's what
mhm,
draws Clark to her. Because Clark is the principles are pretty much in the same lane. They believe in the
right.
same thing.
The Watcher makes a good point too.
What's
I
that?
wonder if she knows his identity.
Good point.
Yeah, that um I don't know if he's been around for a little bit. I feel like, and they're interested in each other. Maybe she already knows. I think that might be a little bit more refreshing because then it's like she knows, but not everybody else
How
knows.
long? How long did it take for the original Superman, the second movie, right? So when he revealed it,
Um, I
was it
think
the
it's the
dog?
second movie. I haven't watched those movies in a long time.
I think it was the second movie. I don't think it was the
Hmm,
first movie. I think it was the second movie that revealed his identity to the Lois. Uh,
right.
but because we know this, yeah, because we know the Superman is established a bit. Now we don't know how long it's established. Maybe we'll get to in the film, so we don't know if she knows or not.
Hmm.
I mean, in Man of Steel, right away she finds out.
Maybe he could be like a year two Superman.
Yeah, and see with Spider-Man, right? We'll go back to Spider-Man. She did not. Mary Jane did not find out until the second movie, The Dark Doctor
Yeah.
movie, and that was pure accidental. He didn't reveal it to her.
I don't think they
That,
really need to. Personally, I don't think they really need to do that. I feel like it's treading old waters. You know what I mean? Eh, yeah, I know that's part of the character, but I feel like if this is supposed to be a Superman who's established already, is young, but still has gone through some stuff. I don't think we really need that per se.
you don't need to rush everything in one movie. Like Lois knows who she is. The death of Superman. This happened. This happened. You don't need to rush all that stuff from the
No,
beginning.
but I think this like I said, we'll see what they do. Personally, I think it would be better if she does know, so it makes things more interesting. And on top of that too, I think it would make more sense for the plot if she is involved more, because
Yeah, of
then she's kind of
course.
like defending him, right?
James Gunn is not gonna like. He's gonna find some great use for her.
Hmm.
Um, Otherwise she wouldn't like. Oh,
The thing
Zack
is,
Snyder
Lois
used
in the
her.
comics, they've used her in a lot of weird ways. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I have no clue what James Gunn will do with her in the future. That's also another concern, I guess.
Have Batman
So,
hit on her.
oh man,
Look at the
not the
animated
Snyder
series.
shit.
No, the
Don't do the
animated
Snyder
series.
shit.
No, look at the animated series.
Right,
You
right.
know how when they did the crossovers, the animated series, Lois is all
Yeah.
falling over Bruce.
Yeah, I guess that might be funny for a
Yeah,
couple of
I'm not talking
jokes.
about the Snyder stuff. I mean, yes, she has to get with Superman. I'm like
Yeah,
that's
I just wanted to make that
obviously.
joke because that Snyder
Yeah.
stuff is just fucking.
Oh, you think they would
Ugh.
if they did that? Yeah, they would. The
Yeah,
Snyder call would say, yeah, they're taking a shot at the Snyder fans.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're right for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we know this is David Corey is in the long haul for this role, but
But I think
um,
they're not gonna tread
this
on
is
stuff that the other movies have done. We're not gonna get the origin story, because you've already
I
seen that.
we don't need that. We don't need it for some characters, but I think for some
Hmm.
characters, you might eventually maybe a small back. Not in this movie, not in Batman, maybe not other movies, but maybe if you're going to plan to do some movies that are more not so well known characters, maybe do a little bit of an origin thing to
I
just to
wouldn't
get a
be
general audience
surprised.
interest.
I
This is
wouldn't
their audience. That's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were if James Gunn makes Superman more of the leader of the Justice League. Especially if he attends to doing something like Superman versus the authorities. I think it would kind of make some sense to make him more of a leader that's kind of organizing the team, which I think more people would see that being Batman's role, but
It's usually
um
uh it's usually the well, Batman's usually the coordinator,
yeah.
right? I mean, the thing is, in the not Snyderverse, but after the Snyderverse, the past few movies, it was clearly that Batman was a de facto leader.
Yeah, but I mean Batman has always kind of been the leader,
Look,
especially
well, the thing is, Batman is good for strategy, and so is Wonder Woman, Superman. But like Batman is more like I don't know.
well
Wonder Woman,
Batman's whole thing is, he's got plan B, C, D, and E,
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah,
He's
yeah.
got the contingency plans and all that stuff. And he's always the one where, I mean, just look. I wonder if they'll do the
You,
Tower of Babylon storyline because that
the
could
thing is,
be
in the Justice
pretty
League,
Oh,
interesting.
that would be good to see in live action.
the Justice
Yeah,
League,
that would be pretty cool.
some heroes look at Batman in a different way. They look at Superman. They look at Wonder Woman differently. There's some things Batman,
Mm,
the heroes look to Batman where they can't really look to Superman, or they could look at Wonder Woman. They can't look at Batman or Superman, vice versa. I mean, like there's some heroes that like Batman's have tragic origins, tragic stories. They look at
mm,
Batman because they know his story more than Superman. I mean, yes, Superman technically doesn't know his parents, because they died on Krypton, but he didn't experience their death technically like
right,
like Batman did. I mean, each lead member of the Justice League are good in a real specific role that suits their skills and personality.
right, right.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Green Lantern
Yeah,
show has been confirmed for 8 episodes, and it's going to be HBO Max show, I believe. I think HBO
a
Max.
HBO show. It's gonna be an
HBO show.
HBO show. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think it's gonna premiere on like Sundays. S-
Oh, but
Yeah,
we get it here too on Crave and stuff. That means
yeah,
Mhm.
which
Um,
is pretty interesting. I'm very excited for that show, The Lanterns.
yeah. We got Ozark writer, and is pretty acclaimed for Netflix.
Yeah. Which means it's going to have a very interesting, grounded tone. Like I've been
Ma-
saying with this Green
this
Lantern
is
Earth
this
1
is
comic.
this will probably be Max Lord's role when the DC Untone becomes a villain.
Hmm.
They should have got Pedro Pascal back. This is as a different Max Lord.
Oh, that would have been cool, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe they
he's
probably
not
want
coming back
him.
to DC, man. He's just he's in the
I
long
mean,
haul with
I think,
Disney,
yeah, I don't think he's gonna, yeah, because I mean, he is playing Reed Richards, so I think
and
that's
he is doing.
pretty much
I
it.
don't know
But
how many seasons he's doing in The Last of Us because we know he gets killed, but they might have want. They might want to keep him on for a while. Last of Us.
right,
I'm sorry if you haven't played the games. Yeah, he gets killed in the game.
yeah. I mean, every time you mention that, people always scream spoilers. It's like, man,
The game's been out
it's
for 4 years, man. There's no such thing as
yeah,
spoilers. A 4-year-old spoiler. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's out there. I don't really get it. It's like the show's gonna be different, but I mean, the plot beats are gonna be the same.
If it's gonna go 3 seasons, yeah, because they said they're gonna go 3 seasons. The game Last of Us 2. He may die, but I want to see. I wouldn't expect him to be in season 2.
Hmm.
All right. They may push it off a bit. They may change it around a bit and put on like the game. Change around what like they did in the first game. They changed some stuff around. They may do that. Um, so do you want to get to the warning?
Yeah, let's get to the warning
Okay, I'm
since
gonna put the
we
banner up. I'm gonna get this up. I'm gonna get the banner.
unless
All
you want to
right,
talk about the Mr. T and the I said Mr. T, Jesus Christ.
Mr. T
Mr. T.
from
It's Mr.
from A
Terrific.
Train.
Nah, Mr.
Oh,
T, like, you know.
oh my God.
Oh man. But I mean if you want to talk about that cuz before the
Yeah.
spoilers, I don't know.
All
I
right.
guess
So
we're already at the spoilers, so fuck it.
we'll talk about it after if you want.
All right, sure.
All right. So just to let you all know once again, these spoiler. I have this banner up to let you know that the next picture It's not it's not set photo official pictures. This might be leaked,
Hmm.
actual leaked photos on professionally. So with the warning and spoilers, if you care, don't look and don't look at X. Be careful. Um, I mean, this movie comes out in a year, so it's gonna be might be hard.
Hmm.
Um, but if you don't care at all, then you can stay. Okay, we're gonna break it down. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get this out of the way. All right. All right. Where's the picture? I have the picture. All right. Where's the
Yeah.
picture? Okay.
So we got a
Uh,
couple of characters in here,
so this
or a
pretty
few
much confirms Rick
characters.
Flag. Rick Flag is on
Rick
the
Flag
left.
Senior.
Senior Frank Gillis, and you remember Rick Flag's gonna be in the Creature Commandos. We did first time in December.
Hmm.
Also confirmed for Peacemaker season 2. Now he's
And
not confirmed. Well,
and
he's not. What other?
wait, did you say it already?
He's not confirmed. Technically, he's not confirmed for this movie, but he is in this movie based on this picture, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, and he might be in Waller. I expect him to be in
Yeah, he
Waller.
might be in Waller. He's probably definitely gonna be
I mean,
if
look,
he. I mean if
Frank.
he's in this movie and then he's also in Creature Commando.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta give it to Frank because he must have been pissed with. I mean, he wasn't happy with Marvel.
No, they kill. I mean, here's the thing: Crossbone isn't like this big major Captain America villain,
But
but
he was big for Civil War in the comics, though. He's the one
yeah, but
assassinated Thanos.
once they didn't decide to kill Captain America, that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's not much you could really
they
do
weren't gonna
with
kill Captain
Crossbone.
America. I mean, but like, he wasn't
Yeah, and they
happy.
killed him right in the beginning of the movie too.
He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy about his roles of Crossbones after Winter Soldier. He said in
Hmm.
interviews he wasn't really happy. I think that's why he went to that's why he went to James Gunn's like, you know what, we got this role for you, and we're gonna use you more. We're gonna utilize you more in a bigger capacity than what Marvel did to you. That's why I
Right.
think was his pitch. And obviously he's in Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, and obviously he's gonna be in Superman. If this is not a fake picture, guys. It's too good of a fake picture if it is.
No, this is. I mean, most people have seen this, but this.
Yeah,
The thing is, because of the mysterious character, I think people are now putting two and two together and realizing, oh yeah, this is a potential spoiler.
yeah. And
Um,
that's Ultraman, I guess. I guess he's a military that got
yeah,
hired.
there's another picture that has it better where you could see a lot more of the details.
Oh, the Gracie, thank you. Also, I assume there's somebody big behind the mask. I mean, they're covering up Ultraman. There's
Oh,
somebody.
Star Wars. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, yeah. I
Forgot
assume
about that.
With Ultraman, he's covered up. I assume it's like
Yeah,
there's something
he's
wrong.
got an interesting outfit because
Yeah.
that's what I was
Oh,
saying. Do you have a picture where it's like closer? Because then
no,
we
I
can
don't.
zoom in on certain
Is there
details.
closer?
Yeah, there's a closer one that I saw. It was just like the two of them, and you could see his like belt and all the details of the U and the costume itself.
That's not it. I got a different Ultraman.
Because I got some theories going on here, like
Oh, I got it.
definitely a
Yeah,
lot of
I got one.
theories.
I got one. All right. I'll bring it up. And then we'll get back to this one because we got to
Because
talk
I
about.
think the fact that because this is obviously, we got the military in the background and Rick Flag Senior's here.
Better?
Um, there was a better one than this. Like it was just the two of them in the frame that I saw.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a clone Superman. And they're just
Well,
hiding
yeah,
it.
I think that well,
Yeah.
I think it is pretty.
And
I
they,
mean, his
and they
build is very similar.
and they're
Um,
calling him Ultraman, and I think he eventually dissolves into Bizarro.
yeah, and the fact that this is Ultraman, which for those who don't know, Ultraman is a alternate universe
Earth 3.
Superman. Yeah, who's
Yeah.
on the what do
Syndicate.
you call it?
Crime
The
Syndicate.
Crime Syndicate. Yes. So obviously it's changed here, no multiverse shenanigans,
That's
but
Thank God.
he's he's
but
alive in
if
the
you are doing
military.
Ultraman, that's a pretty
He,
the detail that I wanted to talk about is if you look at his belt,
I
because
mean,
people were debating, is this a U on his chest? Well, if you
I
look at
mean they could.
his belt has the Ultraman U from the
I mean they
comics.
could. I understand why they're using Ultraman here, but they could use Mattel in the same situation. Mattel was also in the military too.
Yeah, but I think there's the mystery here going on because
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
the
point of
plot
mystery.
is going to be about
Yeah, that's the point.
Superman is maybe being framed for something, and
It
you
might
know,
be him.
also, because again, I was watching a little movie perp stream.
He's also a clone of Batman.
Um, yeah, I mean, the thing is, if this is a clone, the big comparison everybody is going to make based on the costume and the reveal is that this is identical to the twist in the Boys comic. Which I mean, they're not doing that in the show, but I mean, for those who don't know, in the comics, Black Noir was a clone of Homelander, and that was the big reveal. He was actually behind all the terrible stuff that happened to Butcher and all these other characters. So, based on the costume too, it does look like Black Noir. The mask and the goggles is reminding me of I don't know what comics this comes from, but do you remember Doomsday had a costume? It was
Oh
like called the
fuck yes,
Contaminant suit.
yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
goggles here is kind of reminding me of that a bit. Um, it looks very kind of similar, so I also have to wonder about that too.
Do you think? Do you think it's the? You think if it's secretly Ultraman causing trouble framing Superman? Do you think the military knows is hiding behind it? Is you seeing it, or they?
I think so. So this is another theory that I have because the engineers here, which is not a surprise,
Yeah, the
because
engineers on
again,
the
the
right. Yeah,
Authority is a government team, right? And this makes me wonder because again, she doesn't have that synthetic body.
this has Waller all
I
over
I
it.
wonder if this is like setting up that maybe this is like a team, and I'm guessing
This,
maybe this is I don't know if this might be too
this,
complicated for the movie,
this.
but Stormwatch is the team that precedes or is before the Authority, right? They fell, and then the Authority is the one that sort of formed
Nice.
as a result. So I wonder if maybe the
Mm-hmm.
Stormwatch is like around and
I
something
think you're
happens
right.
with this, and that's why the Authority forms. That's kind of like my theory.
This has this. I mean, next to this, but this has Waller written all over it. Rick
Yeah, well,
Flag.
I just said this is all
Yeah.
this is all
Yes.
the government stuff, and Amanda
So I
Waller's
mean,
clearly involved.
does Superman
That's
have to
kind of a
team up?
given. If
Does Superman have to team up Peacemaker to take down Waller?
uh
I want to see him interact though. I want to see Superman
I
and
don't know.
Peacemaker interact.
We'll see because I don't know how
Uh,
Peacemaker will play into all of this stuff.
I don't know. I just want to see him interact. It's like Superman is business Peacemaker for the fun of it. I heard he said I fart whatever. I don't remember he said Peacemaker, but it's something about farts and poo and shit. I don't know. Remember
Well,
something.
it would be interesting to see what Peacemaker because I highly doubt they're gonna use some of the plot points from the first show besides his dad being a
Yeah,
ghost,
I know. It's
right?
hilarious. Secret
But
Six.
we'll see. I mean, Peacemaker and these costumes they have kind of matches that universe too. So, I mean,
It's,
it's
pro- it's
yeah. What were you gonna
probably
say?
that Waller is probably Waller is like you might see Justice League as a threat. Because you kind of always see the Justice League as a threat. Maybe the Justice League are technically a group. They're just all
Well,
split
I
into
think
one.
that's why I say my theory is that her Justice League is the
Mhm.
Authority, and
Yeah,
obviously she wants to control these superheroes, but they can't. So yeah. Well, in the comics, they in the beginning of the
I
Authorities, it's like
understand why they're
they're
getting
the Black Ops
political.
team.
I understand they're getting political, but I don't want Batman to get political. I mean, I want Batman to be like a
Well, I
villain.
thought Hold on, wait. Degrassi's saying something I'm confused by. I thought Stormwatch is the one that that preceded it.
Hmm.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a Justice League versus Authority, unless it's Superman versus Authority. I mean, but
Hold
then
on, correct me if I'm wrong, because I thought it was Stormwatch fell or something happened to Stormwatch, and as a result, the Authorities was formed. One of I can't remember what character is on Stormwatch that is now on or it might be a couple of them. Tell me who it is because it's been a while since I read the Authorities comic. I haven't finished it. I got like pretty far into the run, but I didn't finish it.
it's
Um, but I know in the beginning they kind of lay out some ideas of why the Authority is forming and all that stuff like that, or why they have formed. I should say. But I mean, we know that this movie is leading into the Authority, and I have to wonder. I don't think the Authority is set up. That's my guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're a team just yet. And I also think James Gunn is gonna play
So
around
the
with
so
uh
the authority is the Joker. Okay, that's what Joker
well
pretty much is.
they're because here's the thing, they kind of, especially in that first arc, it's like they are pretty much the Justice League. What is that team that was the analog to the Authority?
Oh,
The Elite,
the
right? Is it
elite.
the
Yeah,
Elite?
yeah, with Manchester Black. Yeah.
Right. So I think he's gonna merge the Elite with the
Mm-hmm.
Authority because I mean yeah, the Elite were the authorities. It's just DC didn't own um yeah, they didn't own the Authority. They didn't own that brand just yet. I forget what what was the comic publishing? Someone Degrassi put it in the chat. We got everybody's mentioned the characters, yeah,
Oh,
from
let me
that
pull it.
brand. What was the brand called?
Mm-hmm. But we know but we know the elite were kind of heroes, villains, kind of masquerading as heroes, though. Kind of.
Right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean, Degrassi. But what was the brand that before DC bought them out?
Oh, was it what? Was it It wasn't. Was it Wildstorm?
Was it Wildstorm? I guess it was Wildstorm. Let me look it up because I forget. Because when did DC buy that? I think they, yeah, what was it?
In the 90s, maybe.
Yeah, it was Wildstorm. Yeah, the Wildstorm universe. I don't, did they buy them in the 90s? Because they
Maybe
merged
90s.
them in the New 52.
Yeah, I know.
Um
Yeah, they did with Grifter and all of them.
yeah, maybe because I mean there some before? I can't remember. Uh,
How can authority call himself anti-government when they're literally called the authority? I mean, like that's the epitome of that's like that's hypocritical if you really think about it.
yeah. I mean, I'm curious. I think there's some
99.
99. Okay, there we go. Um yeah, I mean this does look pretty intriguing though. Um the whole clone of Superman thing. I mean, I could see where people are going to criticize that because that is I think at this
Mm-hmm.
point now we could say it is a well-known superhero trope in movies. We've had a couple of movies. I mean, we've had a lot of movies outside of superheroes that have been doing this type of clone storyline.
Yeah, it's
Buzz
not.
Lightyear did it just
Yeah, it's
recently,
not
so
new.
it's
I mean,
not
Supergirls
new,
wasn't the
obviously.
first. I mean, yeah.
But we've been getting a fair amount of this in movies and shows recently. So that's the only part I'm maybe like a bit concerned by. Um,
You know,
uh,
Ultraman's kind of dressed like Vigilante a little bit.
yeah, Vigil. I mean the costume. Um, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's clearly a
Yeah, I
costume
agree.
hiding
I
something.
agree. Yeah, tropes are good if they're done
Well,
correctly. I
the whole
mean,
point. Well, here's the thing. Tropes. All stories have tropes in them. It's how you use them. That's why I say that, right? It's you could take a lot of different tropes and flip them on their head or do something different, right? It's not that tropes are bad. It's just that most of the time writers are going to fall into those cliches. That's why they're called cliches, right? It's just that you don't have a writer who's able to articulate them well or do something different. But it is James Gunn, so I don't really have any doubts that he's going to do something interesting with this. Um, I'm like, oh shit, I can really do see people making that comparison with the boys if that is true, especially based with this costume. Like this costume looks very much like Black Noir.
yeah,
Um, yeah, the
especially
mask.
Snake Eyes.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I mean, well, Midnighter has that cutout for his mouth. Midnighter more looks like Batman to me. This costume doesn't look like Batman that much. I mean, the Black Noir is supposed to be like Batman, so I guess yeah, maybe yeah, you're right. But I don't know. we'll see. I'm not. It's not like I'm like I'm not indifferent about it or anything like that. It's just I'm curious to see how this is gonna play out. But yeah, there's a lot of different theories that you could come up with
Oh
with
yeah,
this.
yeah. I mean, yes, they have.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things. Just yeah, this
yeah.
is
It's
definitely.
it's
I think Amanda Waller is working on Lex Luthor because I know they have before in the comics stuff like that, and different
yeah. Well,
incarnations.
isn't haven't we seen military equipment with Luthor Corp on it? Like there were some set photos that had like
Yeah.
barrels
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes. Because he
so
probably. Yeah. Because he.
so it would kind of make sense if he made a clone and then gave it to the government. Um,
I just.
and maybe the government doesn't even know that he is like a Superman clone.
I just
I
want
mean,
to.
that could be interesting too.
I just want Luthor to become president.
It'll be refreshing to have a Lex Luthor that doesn't shove Jolly Rogers in people's mouths and like brings up Granny's peach tea.
Here's the thing. I
Hmm.
know that make a league of her own. I think I'd rather see the Legion of Doom. I want to see the Legion of
I
Doom.
feel like maybe we are going to be getting the Legion of Doom.
Just,
It seems
They
like
were
there's an
hinting that.
emphasis on teams
They
in
were
this
hinting
universe
that
so
in
far.
the Snyderverse in the previous regime. They were hinting at that.
Yeah, well, they never did it though.
No,
oh boy,
because
the Snyder fandom is going to be wanting and say, "We want Darkseid, not the Legion of Doom." They'll be like, "Bitches, get out of here."
to me,
Yeah, I think they're going to go down that Lex
Joke.
president
Here's the
path.
thing. Here's the thing. Joker should never join the Legion of Doom. He doesn't fit though. He doesn't fit their mo.
Hmm.
He's all he's all about chaos. He's all about Batman stuff like that. Chaos Batman. He doesn't really fit their mo because like Lex Luthor likes to have power and control. Joker is
Yeah.
the opposite of that.
Well, Joker has been on the Legion of Doom though.
I know, but it just to me he just doesn't fit them.
Hmm.
Hey,
I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's more interesting if you have a character who is a wild card on a team, because then
yeah,
you
because
don't know
you
what's going to
can't
happen.
trust them. Yeah, like Luthor can't trust. Like if
Yeah, and
Luthor's
they
not,
know that they can't trust the Joker. Usually, there's some like
yeah,
contingencies to that stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so far the movie is looking good.
The problem
I do
is
like
the
the
movie.
the the costumes and stuff.
The movie,
I'm
the
just
movie's
curious
looking
to
good.
see
The
the
problem
acting now.
is, we're a month away. I mean, a year away, and there's these leaks coming out. I mean, this leak was not
Yeah.
supposed to come out. Uh, Simon Stagg. I like. I'm excited for this movie. I mean,
Interesting.
uh, yeah. I don't know.
I don't think Darkseid is going to be the main focus. I
No,
think I
but
could see Darkseid appearing. I don't think he's not going to be like some final boss stuff, but I think
so
he's
what?
not really going to be a final boss. Yeah, let's put it that
I
way.
don't. I don't know if I want Kingdom Come Endgame because I want to see a bunch of other villains we haven't seen on the big screen. I want to see bunches. There's 95% of Superman villains we never see on the big screen. Okay,
I think Kingdom Come as a storyline makes. I think it's more interesting
but I
than
just
doing a final boss, because the final boss. I mean, Marvel's going to do that twice before we
the
even get to the end game of
Legion of
this
Doom technically
universe.
wouldn't be final. I mean, they all be final bosses, wouldn't they?
No, but like doing a dark side or an anti-monitor, I feel like
Oh,
now those ideas maybe, mm, maybe not a great idea, because again, and then it feels too much like what Marvel has already done. And I think the whole point of this universe is to evolve this genre, because I mean, if the genre doesn't evolve, I keep saying this, it's not gonna be like how it once was.
I just want to see more Superman villains on the big screen. We need Brainiac. We do need Darkseid, Brainiac, Metallo. I mean, or this is probably Bizarro. Well, it's
Mhm.
Toy Man. Let's have some fun. Uh, what's it? Parasite.
Yeah, it makes sense to
Yeah.
do the Kingdom Come. Yeah, I think Darkseid as a supporting character makes more sense. I don't know if they'll
You mean
do
like
a new
Thanos? Like
gods.
Thanos is a supporting character for a little bit?
No, I think yeah, maybe like that, yeah. But not like again setting up like Thanos. He's just like a
I don't
character who just shows up ever
see.
so often.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna introduce Darkseid, you're gonna have to make him different from Thanos
Here, you know what
as
you
well.
just
Yeah,
do, Darkseid?
that's gonna be really hard to do.
Because well, I mean, it's gonna be hard, but it's like
You know what you just Darkseid? Bruno Mannheim.
I think the best way of making him not like Thanos is by making him not a final boss.
exactly. See, like
Bruno Mannheim's a tease.
Yeah.
Okay.
like you don't have to make Darkseid like the ultimate villain of DC.
Like let's
I
say
mean,
if they did a Miracle Man show, you can have him appear in there
Yeah.
and it's just very minor. And then
Remake
you're kind of just setting up like,
Big
hey,
Barda.
these characters exist. I think that's what they should go for. Is just like, hey, it's not that the characters haven't
Um,
been, it's not like they're not a thing. It's like no, they exist. There's like years of stories with them. It's just that hey, we're gonna take a different route to these characters. So I mean I think that's a better approach with this stuff. It's different from Marvel and keeps things fresh. Yeah, that's what it
it's
seems like. I'm curious to see what how they're gonna explain at least the
Darkseid
lore
is
of the
more.
corpse and
Darkseid is more dangerous. I mean, Darkseid has powers that Thanos doesn't have. Like, Thanos has no powers. He's just stronger.
yeah,
He's just
but the Watcher's not. Well, the thing is, they're pretty much cut from the same cloth
they are
because
because
I
it's the same
mean,
creator.
yeah,
Technically, yeah, but Darkseid is more powerful than Thanos because Darkseid does have he does have abilities. He does has what's it called Omega Beam. He can fly. Thanos can't do any of that. I mean, if you take the
yeah,
gauntlet away from him, a lot of the Marvel characters in the MCU could beat him.
mm,
And and the one thing we notice from the Marvel and the DC movies, the DC movie characters are more powerful than the Marvel characters.
yeah,
Because the Marvel, the MCU characters, they're kind of watered down compared to their common counterparts. The DC characters aren't, man. They
yeah. I'm
aren't.
curious to see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah. Really? Did he reveal who the? Oh, did he reveal the
Well, we're
secret?
gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it myself
Yeah.
because yeah,
Here, the more concern as comic book fans, with everybody in this chat, this is not a great. This is a great idea. My only concern is the casuals. Will they buy this idea? Because they're so used to the Marvel formula. That's
yeah.
my
I mean,
concern.
I don't think I think it will only become a problem if it gets too complex and there's some stuff that feels like homework. Then I
Unless,
feel like people will start to check out. But
unless it's Batman, right? Batman will be fine.
if you're just telling the Star Wars as in a story, sorry, stories as in a linear
Yeah,
fashion, as in
exactly.
they progress, I don't think they're gonna ever have a problem. Because then you could always be like, you could do prequels, but then if there's like past information that's relevant, you could just bring it up whenever you want to, and that's like part of the story.
I'm like when I mean like this, I'm talking about lesser known characters. We can't have this. Like we
Yeah,
need
I
if we're
don't
gonna
think
do
lesser known characters will. I think those are characters would get origins.
yeah, that's what I mean. I know they're doing
Like
it
an
in TV
Animal
shows.
Man,
Yeah,
probably
yeah, characters
if
like that.
you would do an origin, probably most likely.
Because you need to because you have to get the general audience to care about these characters. If
I think the Justice League isn't all the Justice League members are not going to get origins.
probably not.
Yeah, because they've
Uh,
already been established. What more do you need to
you'll need
really
obviously you'll
say?
need Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Flash. It depends on the Flash because it might be a
Yeah,
different
but even with
Flash.
the Flash, you don't really need his origin story.
Wonder
He's the
Woman, we don't
Flash.
know.
That's it.
Um, wha- they might do a backstory in the Lanterns, how in
But even then,
Zod.
Hal Jordan is going to be an established
Yeah.
it's not gonna be an origin in the sense where we're, you know, we're nothing has been established. Like
Yes.
there's gonna be a human Green Lantern already. There's
Yeah.
two of them already. So
They might do like
all
what
the show is probably going to do is it's just gonna
I
be
mean.
from the perspective of John Stewart,
This is a
and
very
John
this is
Stewart is our way of learning that world.
this
He's
is a
the
very
rookie, just like us.
this, this is a very Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars kind of thing. But mostly in their series, they always have at least one episode is dedicated to a bunch of flashbacks. Usually, they might
Yeah.
do the Hal Jordan, John Stewart, how they became Lanterns. Because I don't think the last thing we want to know is remember how Hal Jordan became Green Lantern from Wild Reynolds. We don't want to remember that, please.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
let's
Even though
not bring back those memories.
even
No,
technically,
yeah.
that's how he does become Green Lantern. It's the, he does get the ring from the dying lantern. That's technically how he does become Green Lantern. But
Well, I meant two because there's two established, and in the show, John Stewart is now being established. That's why I said two. But
yeah,
yeah, it is three all in total. I get what you're saying.
it's just how
Um,
winners about.
yeah, and the Watcher also makes a good point too. The Wonder Woman be will have a retelling in that Paradise Lost show,
Yes,
so
they
that
do.
makes sense
Well,
too.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna have this like problem of origin stories in the movies at least. You know, you just do them for new characters and that's it. Just focus on the story at hand.
Let's get this picture out of the way. It's been up there for like half an hour. I
Yeah.
might get caught in trouble. Maybe James Gunn's gonna send it. Maybe James Gunn's gonna. What if James Gunn pulls a Kevin Feige against snipers?
Oh man. I mean, eventually he's gonna have to.
Yeah, Kevin Feige probably told him when James doing when he's heard that James Gunn is joining DCU as one of the heads to establish the universe. He probably told him, "You're gonna get leaked. You're gonna." James Gunn already knows, but he's gonna tell him, "Yeah, you're gonna need snipers."
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, what is that? So many theories you mentioned? Like you already mentioned your theories.
Yeah, we pretty much covered all the theories that I've had. I'm looking forward to the movie. You know, yeah, there's maybe nitpicky things, but they don't really matter in the whole grand scheme of things because it's about the vision and the story. And obviously, from these set photos,
I'll say
we don't know
this.
what the story is and how it's going to play out. What is the plot? What's the character arcs? We still don't really know all that stuff, and I would rather it be a surprise because I want to see the movie. You know, so
Me too. Um.
Man, I can't believe we gotta wait a year for this. I'm so excited for
What?
this movie. I'm more excited for.
yeah,
I'm at a point where even though Deadpool and Wolverine's coming out in like a
Oh, I
month,
got
I'm more excited for this than that. Right?
I got my
yeah,
Like
same.
like that's crazy, but it's like
Um.
I want to see a great Superman movie, and this looks like it could be that great Superman movie.
Look, I'll say this about James Gunn. I mean, I don't. I mean, I compare him to Zack Snyder all the time. James Gunn, I think, cares about the source material a lot more than Zack Snyder. You could tell
Yeah,
in the
Well, I mean,
costumes.
the dude's always sharing
Yeah,
comics on social
yeah,
media, and he's always
Watchtower,
saying like
yeah.
when
The
he
Hot
was
Justice.
But like I don't know if anyone saw. I don't know if it was Twitter or Threads. He was basically going over like what the first appearance of Rick Flag Senior's, like the first time he appeared in a comic. Like he was going over the history of when
mm,
this character first appeared. Like that's how like knowledgeable this guy is. Like he's always sharing comics and saying when a character first appeared, or like saying what issues he's taking inspiration from.
But the problem is, people didn't want Elseworlds, Roger. That DC fans did not want Elseworlds. Like, you can even say that Marvel. You can even say Marvel's kind of Elseworlds because a lot of stuff they changed a lot of stuff in the MCU too from the comics. A lot of stuff,
mm.
but it didn't feel like Elseworlds.
I mean, it's Elseworlds because I don't know what he was doing a deconstruction. That's about it. It's not if it was Elseworlds. I mean, wouldn't
Yeah,
you want to take bigger risks then? Which I mean,
yeah.
he was, but they're the wrong risk in my opinion. They're not like interesting premises or
He's not the
ideas. They're just sort
best.
of just. Eh.
I said this like, he's not the. He wasn't the best. He's not the best. He's not the best executor for stuff like this for a franchise for a to
Yeah.
lead a. Zack Snyder's not the best for that. It's just
I think he's too much like has all these ideas, but they don't know how they're all going to connect and work
I
out.
think I think that hurts his dialogue and storytelling a bit.
Yeah, like you could tell he's more of a visual person than he is someone who's like, yeah, where's this character going to go next? You know what I mean? I mean, his whole idea was building up Superman to be
Yeah,
Superman,
exactly.
so that's a little bit weird. I don't think we need a trilogy of movies to set up a character. I'm looking at you, Spider-Man. We need to
Hey
not
man,
do that again.
well, Marvel had 6, 7 movies to build up the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that idea.
Okay. Only because they couldn't use the name Scarlet Witch until they got the rights to Fox.
Maybe
So
you could do it with villains. I think I can make
yeah,
the exception with villains. Like Loki, I think works pretty well.
you're right. You're right, Watcher. But the difference is Matt Reeves is a better storyteller than Zack Snyder.
Yeah, these are all Elseworlds now at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But the thing is, it is Elseworlds, but there's a lot of things in that the Batman where you see some comic book like accuracy a bit. Like the way Batman is at times, sometimes, where he's kind of like angry, young.
But it's not always
But
about comic book accuracy
no, no.
with Elseworlds. The point is it's an Elseworld story because they're playing around with the character.
What
Hence
makes this
those
one stronger?
movies.
What happened? You make a big trade.
Hmm.
What happened?
What happened to the Knicks?
Wait, the Knicks? What the fuck? Oh, sorry.
What happened to the Knicks? I didn't see anything. Did they make a trade? Did they?
Yo, I don't know what happened with the Knicks. I like what like. I'm just surprised.
Oh, sorry,
Like,
this is a. Oh, they got Mikal Bridges.
oh, we're getting Mikal Bridges for Bojan Bogdanovic, 4 unprotected first round picks. Oh my goodness!
You gave up way too much for Mikal Bridges, man. 4 unprotected first round picks.
Hey! This is a great player we're getting. A very good player.
Yeah, but that's the problem, basketball. You give up too many.
Listen, we are
Because
building a deep.
you know why you got Mikal Bridges, right? And nobody's not coming back.
Yeah, and guess what? He's actually going to be on a real contender, not the Brooklyn Nets.
But you know that's the reason. You know nobody's not coming back. That's why you got Mikal Bridges. That's the reason. That's the only reason.
Yo, we got Brunson. We go. Randall's gonna get healthy. Now we got Bridges. Like, let's freaking go.
The Nets traded to the rivals in the same city. They stay the same city. That's so unheard of in sports. What I was gonna I know this is a Marvel thing now. You see the Mia Goth question about her Lilith? About her
Oh yeah, well let's pull this up.
do I have it? I don't know if I have it. Let me look for it. From whom I look from, she tried her best to be positive, but you could tell in her face she wasn't positive. She wasn't excited, hopeful. But let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. Her face said it all, right? Her words were saying something, but her face was saying the exact opposite. Where's the video? What was it from again? I saw it yesterday. So.
Oh my goodness, the jokes are already. I already saw a joke about the Mikal Bridges. You want to hear the joke, Aaron? He's gonna miss his first game ever.
Oh, this is Deadline Hollywood. Okay. I gotta show you something funny after this, after the interview, the question, because it's really funny. I just saw on Twitter. I'm sorry. That's the deal with Mia Goth.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's why they did it? Yeah, well, Brooklyn Nets are a dumb franchise. The thing is, they're a really dumb franchise.
Oh yeah. Did you guys see that there's a rumor that Wesley Snipes is returning as Blade in Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah.
I'm really curious who comes up with this shit.
Well, I think the TV show Blade is in it.
Yeah, it looks like the TV show is gonna be.
I don't know what. You know what? If he makes a cameo, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm fine with him making a cameo.
Right.
Listen, if Deadpool and Wolverine gets Blade in before like a Blade
Nope.
movie comes out, it's gonna be the funniest shit
The
ever.
only thing I could, the
Yeah,
only
that
thing
would
I
be pretty
could make a
funny.
connection is Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes.
Actually, you know what? Because you mentioned that, I think it's more likely now.
Yeah.
Because I was also thinking too. I mean, why wouldn't they reference Blade? Yeah, I mean, he is the first rated R Marvel character.
Technically
So
speaking, his movie was like the first official Marvel movie.
yeah,
All right.
I
You're
mean, well,
throwing
the
me
big
off.
success, but yeah.
Big
You're throwing me off.
success. I mean, before
Okay.
X-Men and Spider-Man.
I want you guys to tell me by her face, does she really believe the words she's saying out of her mouth?
Mm,
MCU debut and Blade. Can you speak to any updates on that as far as production and then your character in that?
Yeah.
That look
They
tells
really,
it all.
yeah, they do. They want to make a great movie. That's the sense that I get from them, and
no, man.
that feels good.
See, when it takes,
Yeah,
when it takes,
everybody wants to make a great movie. Yeah,
that's
like,
when it's
come
when it
on.
takes when it takes you like 5 to 10 seconds just to basically say that she knows she's not telling the truth, right? Like she knows
Mhm.
it's not true what she's saying, because you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that when you have to wait 5 to 10 seconds to think of stuff. You would say exactly what she said like right after, right? Yeah, that face
Yeah,
tells it all.
yeah. She took that big pause too.
Yeah, that big pause. Yeah, that pause was what it was. Yeah, yeah. I don't,
Yeah, but she looked clueless though. She looked like, oh shit. How am I supposed to tell them? How am I supposed to tell them this dog shit? This ain't panning out. She took that pause and said, "Yeah, they're trying to make a good movie." And that's it.
of course they are. That's why I have a bunch of different rewrites. You
Yeah.
think
I mean,
you
that's
think
everybody's trying to make a great movie. Duh.
it's like a standard answer, right? Like tell me
Yeah.
something.
Except Sony, they're just making movies to hold on to the Spider-Man rights.
Yeah, just do this. Oh my god, it's funny as hell.
It's not hard, but that's the thing. They want to make a movie that I feel like it's
Also,
it's
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 funny.
not gonna happen. Like this idea that Blade is gonna be as big as Black Panther, I just don't see that happening.
Oh, so it
I don't
is.
even think Blade is gonna be as big as Deadpool.
Be a combination.
Oh shit. I mean, this is her from X, right? In the makeup.
This is one. Wasn't this one of the thing? One this
Did
the
you see
Rax.
X?
Huh? Wasn't this one the Rax figures outside the premiere?
No, I think that was an actor walking around.
It was an actor.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I saw a post from Kojima. Kojima was walking around, and this old lady. This is the old lady from the
yeah.
X. Yeah,
This is a preview of Neil Goff for the future.
yeah, that's pretty much her. Yeah,
Well, because discussion film got lied. No, discussion film didn't get lied. They got duped, because they thought it was Kristen Angelicus, whatever it's called, um, protesting the premiere, but it was premiere.
yeah, it was
It
fake.
was the movie promoting the
Yeah,
movie.
that's promoting the movie. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, that's
Discuss-
marketing for the movie.
Discussion film got fooled.
How did they not know that? That's like in
Ah,
the that's
discussion
like
film has
in the
got fooled a
movies.
couple
What the
times
heck?
before. Discussion film has sometimes cited unreliable sources at times.
I still haven't seen Pearl, by the way. I saw X. I wasn't the biggest fan of X. It was okay, but
I heard
this
this.
movie I'm excited for.
You, my friend who was here last, I said he was high as fuck. The
Oh
Grassy
man.
thinks she should not be in the Blade movie because she's not really, because she'll probably kick Marshall Ali in the
Yeah,
head.
I heard some crazy stories about her. She's kind of
You know she's
crazy.
married to, right? Like
Oh, she's married? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Staya.
Yeah. I forgot. Forgot about that. Damn, she does
Oh,
not come across like a married person, by the way. But yeah, okay.
crazy
Oof.
marriage, crazy, right?
I guess so.
I
Maybe
mean,
they
crazy.
doing something like the Recadas.
You know what's weird? You know what's strange? The crazy ones are really the good actors. The good actors.
That joke
Oh,
went right over Aaron's head. Goddamn. That was a joke just for Aaron.
which one? I
Yeah.
didn't hear.
I said they're probably like the Recadas.
Oh. Did it- oh, they have kids too. So yeah.
Ooh,
You think that you think what the kids
I
think
guess that
that?
joke was way too edgy then. Fuck.
Yeah. The kids. Oh my gosh. Oh man, she didn't look confident. Your
Yo,
color.
I gotta tell you about an acting scenario that happened yesterday during training. So, me and my coworkers were acting out scenarios. So one of them, like, I was playing a kid getting yelled at by a mom, and literally, my coworker was like, my supervisor thought she was gonna kill me. Like, she
Damn.
literally thought I was gonna get murdered. Like, that's how great of a performance it was. I was like, good lord, help me here, someone.
Oh man.
Damn.
It was a lot of fun though, but
Shia LaBeouf gonna be in the MCU.
I don't think he's gonna be in anything anytime soon,
He could be.
unless it's
Shia LaBeouf
you
from
know,
Ghost Rider. Can you imagine?
yeah, he's pretty much done. I mean, he's in Megalopolis, but is Megalopolis even gonna be good?
I heard
I
it's
don't.
not. I heard from the. Was it cons? I heard what they did
It
to
was
her.
at Cannes. Yeah,
Cans,
the
yeah,
Cannes. Yeah,
yeah,
I still am gonna
uh,
watch it though.
yeah. We know
Yeah, we
Degrassi,
know. That's why I made a very edgy joke.
and then Degrassi has some like stuff about. I'm not gonna get into this. It's public, and
Mm.
um, it was pretty funny. Yeah, because you know what we're gonna do. This is Shia LaBeouf was almost Moon Knight. He been like crazy. He been a very more crazy Moon Knight than Oscar Isaac.
A lot of people were saying he should have been Moon Knight. He don't look like Mark Spector. That's the thing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
Um,
doesn't got the looks for Mark Spector, unfortunately. No offense to him.
Shia LaBeouf the MCU. Excuse me. I think that's all I have. Maybe there'll be more pictures revealed tomorrow if there are. I'll probably do something because I gotta watch Acolyte tonight and see if there's a good episode like the rest of these says.
oh man.
I hope they
Yeah,
reveal the Sith.
we shall see. I mean, if it's another 30-minute episode, I'm gonna be very
I'll probably do
disappointed.
a stream on episode 4 and 5. Blinded.
Why not
I don't know.
6? Isn't it
I
9
don't know.
episodes?
Oh, maybe I'll
I don't
just
know when I'm
maybe
gonna
I'll wait
ever
till
watch
6.
this show because
Honestly, at this point, George, if you're not interested, my suggestion is don't watch it.
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
because
watch it.
it's
It's not
like
that it's a bad show. It's just that for a lot of the people that I talk to that do like Star Wars, a lot of people haven't been that interested in the show. They're just like,
well,
I don't
it's
really
not
care.
just that. I mean, I'm almost done with X-Men '97. I only got a few episodes left in that, and good lord, the last few episodes were fantastic of that.
Mhm.
The whole show.
And also, okay, so my supervisor is very much into Ted Lasso. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched it, and I promised him
yet.
I would start watching it before summer camp. So it's like I got to wrap up '97 because my excuse has been, well, I'm still on '97, and he's like, okay, well, after that, you better watch Ted Lasso. I was like, okay, and it's
Yeah,
like
you might as well watch that then.
I'm more intrigued by why my supervisor loves Ted Lasso so much than seeing something that people are just like watching just to hate on. I feel like
I'm watching at this point because I want to see what exactly happens. That's really it. I'm
and the
not I'm
thing
not like
is,
super entertained or anything. I'm just like, what is actually going on here? That's really my stance.
I don't know that the thing that I've just learned the last couple of years. It's like I used to feel like I have to catch up and watch every single episode of anything from these shows, and it's like
Hmm.
my desire has kind of shrunken.
Same.
It
I
like
mean, I
for
skipped
Marvel and
Ahsoka.
Star Wars.
I
I mean, I
skipped
started watching
Ahsoka and
Ahsoka, and
Obi-Wan.
then I kind of just stopped. Obi-Wan, like I still fall through just because I like those versions of Obi-Wan and Anakin. Like I just wanted to fall through and watch for that. Like Last of Us was really the last show that I was like, I need to watch the new episode as soon as it comes out. That was like the last time I felt like I really had that big desire to watch right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kicking myself for not doing that with '97 because it was like I wanted to watch X-Men '97, but it was just like there were other things I was just preoccupied with.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I
All
mean, the
right.
show
Yeah.
as a binge is a pretty good show, though.
Yeah.
You know,
But
You're
yeah,
right.
Star
definitely.
Wars. Honestly, I mean, the next couple of shows I'm probably not gonna watch.
I
I
only
mean,
know
I'll
there's
probably
one show.
watch
I
the
don't know any other
Mandalorian
shows.
movie. Say that again.
I think there's. I only know of one more show coming out for Star Wars: Skeleton Crew. I don't know, or an
Well, Skeleton
Andor, but
Crew and well, yeah, I'll watch Andor. To be fair, I'll watch Andor. I did like
oh
Andor,
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
but
Lando,
Andor,
right?
Andor, and the
Lando.
Mandalorian movie are really the only two that I'm
the
really curious
Mandalorian
about.
movie though, that's the thing. Like, I'm only watching it because I've watched all the seasons, but uh, that last season made me really not care about it anymore.
I mean,
It was
it
just
was
really boring.
it was my least favorite season, but it's like I feel like I still enjoyed it over the majority of other Disney Star Wars stuff, which kind of tells you the state of
Yeah.
Disney Star Wars.
I mean,
That
I did
that
finish it to be fair, but
it, but yeah, it's like I mean, I still like Star Wars, I still love Star Wars, but it's like I'm more pick and choosing what things from Star Wars I'm gonna watch.
yeah, same. I
It,
mean,
it, it's
for me personally, majority of the stuff, uh, I gotta be honest, I'm probably not gonna be watching. It's just like watching this stuff. I'm not like a lot of people where they're like, "Oh my God, this is like appallingly bad." To me, it's just, this is not that entertaining. I don't think there's a lot of,
it's
interesting
just
ideas or
meh. It's
stories.
just
It's
become
just,
meh. It's like it's not the worst thing ever, but it's like
yeah,
not all that great or interesting to begin with.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's for the diehards or it's for the people who want to like this stuff. I mean, that's as simple as it is now.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
the
like I
thing
said,
is, and I'm having a problem with the diehard Disney Star Wars fans because it's like they feel like some of them make you feel like you have to watch or you have to like it or you're not a true fan. It's like I'm just kind of I'm at that point where I love Star Wars, but I hate the fandom so much, and it's like I
yeah.
don't want to talk about it even though I love it
What
because it's
part
like
by explaining it?
I feel like whenever a Star Wars discussion happens, like things get not heated, but it's just like you don't know what direction the conversation is going to go in. Like I
Well,
remember,
some of these conversations I feel like are just running in circles.
but
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
I remember like the Christmas before COVID, it was like Rise of Skywalker had came out, and one of my cousins hates the Last Jedi a lot, and I have another
Mm,
cousin that loves the Last Jedi, and the cousin that hated it was like, "Are you even a real Star Wars fan?" I was like, "I know where this conversation is going, and I don't know if I want to be part of it." Which is a shame because I
yeah.
love talking to my cousins about Star Wars and movies, but it was like, okay, we got to redirect this conversation somewhere else before a heated argument over Last Jedi begins.
Yeah, but they're toxic over what? Milk toast movies and shows? I don't really get this whole like the Star Wars I love growing up, Empire and Returns of the Jedi. I do not like the prequels. I don't care. I respect George Lucas as a filmmaker. He's been my biggest inspiration, but I do not like the prequels whatsoever. I think his mentality as a filmmaker, I admire than his storytelling. Let's put it that way. But everything else, like, yeah, it was cool to, when everybody was being excited for The Force Awakens. The Force
Yeah.
Awakens, it's an okay movie. I'm not gonna rewatch it anytime soon.
I like Force
Um,
Awakens. I don't love it like I used to. Like I still enjoy
yeah,
it, but it's like my favorite Disney Star Wars movie is Rogue One.
yeah,
For a while, it was
Rogue
Force
One is not.
Awakens, but like
It's okay. Yeah,
rewatching Rogue One, I was like, you know what? I feel like Rogue One is more. I don't know if I would call it ambitious, but like it was more risk taking that actually paid off and actually served the film well. Like everyone
Yeah.
keeps talking about how Last
yeah.
Jedi took all these risks. I was like, I feel like Rogue One took more risks and those risks paid off more.
Well, I don't hate The Last Jedi like a lot of people. I mean, the
Yeah,
movie has a lot
I
of
don't hate
boring
Last
parts to
Jedi.
it.
I'm if anything, I'm more disappointed than hating it. It was like there were things
Yeah.
I liked in there, but then there were things I was like, what were
I
they thinking?
I like the Last Jedi, but I hate it, so I could grift on it. I'm kidding. I'm just I'm
Oh
making fun.
man, I think it has some interesting ideas that are never followed up on.
Yeah, that's
That's
It's
my
true.
biggest
like
problem.
I like it if I would like it more if it wasn't like a Star Wars movie. I feel like because I feel like it was well
Mm,
made. It looks visually well, but it's like and there were some promising plot points, but it was like I don't know. It just felt like when you go off script and the president lets you kind of go off script or off what the original guy was planning. That was my issue with the whole trilogy. It just kind
Yeah.
of felt like there was never a coherent thing. Like regardless
Well,
of how you feel about the prequels, George Lucas, outside of like adding certain stuff, it felt like he had a general idea of what the main plot was going to be for each movie.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
he
and then
added in,
there's
like
Solo too.
he would add on stuff that didn't make sense, like in Attack of the Clones, like the conveyor belt stuff. He just wrote like
Right.
while he was heading to set one day. But it was like it's not like that's the main plot point of the movie that was just all of a sudden added.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it here, guys, because I am gonna try to watch the 5th episode, see if they reveal the Sith. Blind, where can we find you? Oh yeah, you want to talk about? Oh, is this a? You want to talk to me about something? Is it public or private?
Private for now.
Okay, we'll
Oh
talk
yeah,
private.
there's something I want to talk to you about in private as well, not on stream.
Okay, so Blind, go ahead and promote yourself.
Yeah, you can follow me on Threads or YouTube. Yeah, I've been trying to, as usual, put out some interesting content. So go check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
George.
You can find me at the George. I recently reviewed Bad Boys Ride or Die, which was a pleasantly surprisingly good, entertaining movie. So I recently reviewed that, and I'm probably going to start reviewing more X-Men movies, probably X-Men Last Stand, and then the Wolverine and Deadpool movies. I don't know when I'm going to get to.
Bruh. Sorry.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know when I'm going to get to movies like First Class, Stage of Future Past. Probably after Deadpool and Wolverine, because with summer camp starting soon, like my schedule is going to be a lot tighter. So I really only have time to review like the Wolverine and Deadpool solo movies, which I mean, as long as I get to before Wolverine, Deadpool, and Wolverine, that's fine.
All right. I don't know when my next stream is gonna be. Maybe Thursday, maybe Saturday. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm watching the NBA draft.
Oh yeah,
Forgot.
that's right. Draft.
Yeah. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below.